afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Channel 9, where every local story starts here. In our first story of the day, Richmond Police have been working with Madison County school administrators and others regarding a threat made and shared on social media. In an update to the widely circulated posts on social media, Richmond Police announced that they do believe the post originated in St. Joseph, Missouri. They continue that the post began a few days ago and have been shared multiple times, finally making its way locally. This has not been an isolated incident, as other states have allegedly had similar incidents that sparked panic among parents and students. The generic threat toward Central High School appears to have been directed toward St. Joseph's Central High School in Missouri and not Madison Central High School here in Madison County, so there is no need for alarm. Despite this, police still had an active presence on campus Monday. According to police, on October 22nd, it was reported that 3 juveniles had been arrested and charged in connection with the threat. RPD says that, as always, they take these types of threats very seriously and will take necessary precautions. Well, some interesting news out of Berea College. Berea College President Lyle Roloffs has announced his decision to retire effective June 30th, 2023. Roloffs arrived in Berea with his wife Lori in 2012 to serve as the institution's 9th president. From the very beginning, the Board of Trustees has been consistently impressed and pleased with their adoption of all things Berea and their broad success. The Berea College community is thankful to have worked side by side with Lyle and Lori for what will be 11 years. It has been an honor and so very satisfying to have served Berea College as the 9th president, President Roloff said. Everything about this school, from its transformative mission to its wonderful students, staff, faculty, alumni, and friends, have made this such a privilege for Lori and me. A statement there from President Roloffs. Now, the local community has come together to increase the reward as to information leading to the arrest and conviction of anyone in the shooting death of 62-year-old Brian Mccarty. This is a story we've been following here on WBON for a while. The Laurel County realtor was found dead from a gunshot wound on September the 25th. At this time, the reward still remains upped from the original $25,000. Officials say that the money was locally donated in order to help find the suspect. The sheriff's office says that it has received tips and leads at this time, but the investigation continues. Deputies have gathered evidence from Mccarty's home, which have now been sent in for analysis. Well, it's almost time to vote for the special election in person or right away if you want to cast an early or absentee ballot if you live in southern Madison County, Laurel County, and Jackson County. WBON-TV's Marissa Hempel sat down with the Republican candidate for the 89th House District, Timmy Truitt, who has an over 2-decade career in education. Truitt said he felt a calling to throw his hat in the ring for this seat in Frankfort to represent the people of the area he knows so well. Watch the following segment to get more details regarding his background and the campaign.
In WBON-TV's continued coverage of the 89th District State Representative Special Election, we spoke to Republican candidate Timmy Truitt, who has spent 22 years in education and is currently principal at McKee Elementary. Truitt says he and his family also own a successful pumpkin patch. He is also youth director at McKee Baptist Church and says he is very involved with kids and youth groups. Being familiar with Jackson County, Truitt starts off by explaining the need for economic development.
Two of the things that I'm most passionate about probably at this point are youth, education, and then economic development. I know in the area that I live, economic development is something that is, that we struggle with.
Besides development, with his background in education, Truitt elaborates how crucial it is to help teach children and get graduation rates up. Because of this, he says he's talked to many surrounding schools and other fellow principals.
I know that education is the key, to break this cycle of poverty. And I know that through community partnerships, my goal is to make sure that we work together as a community. And then we also work with, our teachers in our high school and our vocational schools to try to make sure that the kids that are graduating are prepared to hit the workforce.
Obviously of importance is also fighting the drug epidemic, which affects all 3 counties in the 89th District. Truitt says he has worked with local organizations and with churches to try to help those struggling with substance abuse.
My father-in-law is the sheriff of Jackson County, so I understand kind of what the issues coming up. A lot of times it's not really a drug problem. It's more of a heart problem. And it's more of, making sure that our kids feel and know, the dangers out there with the drugs. And then once we get there, we need organizations and these partnerships that I'm talking about to try to help. I know you mentioned Madison County's jail system. Talk to a lot of people in Madison County. That is their number one thing. Whenever I hit them up about what can I do for Madison County, that's their biggest thing. So I've been working on that. I've been talking to some different law enforcement officers, been talking to my father-in-law who's the sheriff, been talking to some lawyers about what could we do, what would be an easy fix. And there is a program out there called the Fast Track. And this program, what it does is it allows people who are guilty of a crime to plead early. Punishment or their penalty may be a little smaller than what it would if they went through the processes of a trial. But that is one thing I've been talking to with some local law enforcement officers and the lawyers to just try to speed up the process. A lot of times these trials are taking weeks and months and sometimes years. Every district, each, Jackson, Laurel, Madison, every one of those districts has its own little problems. If we're talking about Jackson County, we're talking about the economic development. If we're talking about Laurel County, a lot of times in Laurel County, their issues are with overcrowding. They have grown so much, so quickly that their roads can't handle. And so we're working on infrastructure there in Laurel County. Those are things that we need to focus on. And then in Madison County, it kind of goes back to what we talked about with the jails. Those pretty much are the 3 things I want to focus on when I get to Frankfort. Obviously, once we get there may be other problems that arise. But at this point in time, those are the 3 things that we want to focus on.
Lastly, he says it was a surprise when the seat was vacated for the special election. However, he says he had always felt a calling to get involved in local politics.
I've always wanted to be involved in politics at some point in my career. I've still got a couple years before I can retire from being principal. And, it was one of the things that when this arose, it was something that I just thought was a sign from God to go ahead and get involved in this. I couldn't think of anybody any better than myself to go to Frankfort and fight for the people of the 89th District.
Stay tuned as WBON-TV will continue to follow all local elections. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that story. Well, Pfizer and BioNTech said studies show its vaccine booster is doing a great job of protecting against COVID-19. The Phase 3 results are in, and the company officials say the study shows the Pfizer efficacy of 95.8%. The trial evaluated the effectiveness and the safety of the booster dose in more than 10,000 individuals, all 16 years of age and older. Well, Lieutenant Jacqueline Coleman announced she will step down as the Secretary of Education and Workforce Development Cabinet to focus exclusively on her role as Lieutenant Governor. With the priority of future expanding job opportunities for Kentuckians as the Commonwealth's economic gains have even more momentum, Deputy Secretary Mary Pat Reagan will assume the role of Acting Secretary of the EWDC. Well, some great news for the Boyle County Farm Bureau. State Representative Daniel Elliott announced that the Tobacco Settlement Agreement Fund Oversight Committee will provide the Boyle County Bureau with $152,000 in funding. In addition, the Boyle County Conservation District will receive $15,000 in funding for a deceased farm animal removal program. This funding is specifically approved by the Kentucky Agricultural Development Board as a county agricultural investment program. And with that, we're going to go to our first break of the day. Don't go anywhere. We've got news, we've got weather, and of course we've got sports coming up right here on WBON Channel 9.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, We have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Tired of getting electric bills that are up to 5 times higher than what you should be paying? Madison HVAC will identify the problem and fix it. We are offering a heat and safety check to homeowners in Richmond, Kentucky for $59. Yes, $59, and this offer is available during normal business hours through Thanksgiving of 21. Call 859-625-1471 to schedule your opportunity to save money. Here at Madison HVAC, we fix that too.
Call 625-1471 or visit MadisonHVACR.com to learn more.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Kind of a cold and blustery morning out there this morning with a little bit of rain. Todd, what do we got left for the rest of this week?
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. Looking at webcam from I-75 north of Richmond earlier today. A little bit of sunshine, but of course clouds, some showers, even thunderstorms. A couple of those a little bit on the vigorous side, but all of that activity is going to be shifting east of us overnight tonight. And then we still have to get through this cloud cover, which will linger through most of the day tomorrow. But associated with this area of low pressure will be some strong winds tonight and then easing up a little bit into early Tuesday. So most of the shower and thunderstorm activity again pushes east of us overnight. Low clouds and drizzle yet through the early morning hours of Tuesday, and the winds will still be elevated. But precipitation values, again, generally not expecting to pick up any additional heavy amounts. Most of the activity was with us earlier today, up to a couple of tenths of an inch. But the winds, again, still elevated out of the west at 6-7 p.m., gusting close to 25 miles per hour. And then once we get past midnight, the winds do taper just a little bit, but still breezy heading into early Tuesday. Hey, we've got Madison Central taking on the Broncos at Madison Central this evening. Start time is at 6 p.m. Again, winds will be quite breezy. Don't forget that the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show will be live at Madison Central during the game. And this is, of course, the 11th region tournament. So good luck to both teams. Waking up to 47 degrees on Tuesday morning in Richmond. Again, those clouds will still be with us through most of the day. And then late into the afternoon, early evening hours, the skies will finally clear, setting us up for a brighter and warmer day on Wednesday. Tuesday, though, temperatures warming into the mid and upper 50s region-wide. We expect to see, again, gradually clearing skies with those mid-50s into the afternoon. Wednesday's another nice day, 61. Another chance of heavy rainfall Thursday and Friday, maybe still lingering early Saturday. Sunday, though, the better day of the weekend. That's a look at your local forecast. Gwendolyn, back to you.
Thanks, Todd. Looks like we've got a couple of cool days coming for us. Well, a Kentucky couple who pleaded guilty to misdemeanors in connection with the January 6 riots at the U.S. Capitol have been sentenced to 5 years of probation and fined $5,000 each. Lori and Roy Vinson were also ordered Friday to perform 120 hours of community service. According to reports, U.S. District Judge Reggie Walton raised his voice as he imposed the couple's sentences, admonishing them for being gullible as they believed that the election was stolen from the President Donald Trump. The Vinsons apologized for their actions. Well, it's time to update your contacts if you aren't used to having to dial the 859 area code in front of the other 7 numbers. The new 10-digit dialing is now in effect, even if the call is local. The reasoning for the change in dialing is in preparation for the new number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The Lifeline will go into effect next summer, where those across the country will be able to dial 988 to reach the Lifeline. Those that need help until the switch over are still asked to call 1-800-273-8255 if dealing with suicidal thoughts. Well, Sunday night was Lexington's annual Thriller Parade through downtown. The parade was led by the Lexington Legends, who were in good spirits as they were celebrating their South Atlantic League championship win. Also celebrated was the Hispanic holiday, the Day of the Dead, with dancers in traditional dress and sugar skull makeup. Well, Heaven Hill workers voted to end their 6-week strike after a tentative agreement was reached Sunday on a new 5-year union contract. The Union for Heaven Hill workers announced that the new contract achieved key priorities such as maintaining overtime provisions, allowing for continued affordable health care, increasing pay for workers, and strengthening retirement. United Food and Commercial Workers is the union for over 25,000 Kentucky essential workers statewide, as well as over 400 workers at the Heaven Hill Distillery. The workers had been on strike since mid-September over the health care and pay issues. Well, a woman has been taken into custody over an alleged fight that began, according to authorities, over just $1. Police report that 24-year-old Amanda Jordan was arrested on October the 21st after the altercation in Clay County. A sheriff deputy responded to a call regarding a fight complaint with a possible weapon at a business around 11 p.m. Jordan was later located and placed under arrest without incident. She was charged with assault 2nd degree and tampering with physical evidence. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've still got sports, and of course, those COVID numbers are coming up right here on WBON Channel 9.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see ya.
Tired of getting electric bills that are up to 5 times higher than what you should be paying? Madison HVAC will identify the problem and fix it. We are offering a heat and safety check to homeowners in Richmond, Kentucky for $59. Yes, $59, and this offer is available during normal business hours through Thanksgiving of 21. Call 859-625-1471 to schedule your opportunity to save money. Here at Madison HVAC, we fix that too.
Call 625-1471 or visit MadisonHVACR.com to learn more.
You're watching Richmond's very own Channel 9, Richmond's first over-the-air television service. WBON airs 4 channels of great programming on the AMG, Buzzer, Heartland, and Retro TV networks. WBON-TV channels are available on all area cable systems too, including Spectrum. Advertising on WBON-TV is very affordable, and your message will be seen regionally by viewers from London to Lexington. Join our growing list of advertisers today. You'll be surprised how affordable TV advertising can be. Email today for information on our special introductory offer and start doing marketing and advertising that works. Email us at information@WBONTV.com or message us on WBON TV Facebook.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Exciting news. Pumpkin Mania is back at Transylvania University for its 11th year. 500 pumpkins were set up on the grounds in front of the old Morrison building on the university's campus. After registering online, participants were welcome to carve one of the pumpkins for display on the steps of the old Morrison building. Starting today and running through Thursday the 28th, all 500 pumpkins will make a fiery transformation into jack-o'-lanterns and brighten the staircase for the historic building for the annual event. Well, in sports news, with a recap of the weekend and sports here in Madison County, here's Michael Watkins.
All eyes were on Richmond Friday night as Madison Central and Bryan Station squared off in one of the biggest games of the season, with Bryan Station holding on to win 21-13. Down 14-6 midway through the fourth quarter, Central finally got the ground game going as they let sophomore Brady Hensley take over from the Wildcat formation. He would punch it in on a second touchdown of the night and cap off a huge drive. Instead of taking the extra point, Central elected to go for the win and go for the 2-point conversion, and once again set Hensley back in the Wildcat formation. This time, Bryan Station got the stop and held a 14-13 lead. After another long touchdown, the third long score of the game for the defenders, Central got one more chance to march it down the field and had their drive stall around midfield, and Station would go on to win 21-13. The win gives the defenders their second consecutive district championship in a row. For Central, they take the number 2 seed in the district and will host Oldham County in the first round of the playoffs next Friday. It was senior night for the Berea Pirates on Friday, but their home field wasn't the only thing the Pirates had to defend in the game, as several fights broke out between Berea and Frankfort, including one that ended the game with 6:41 remaining as the referees called the game off after so many fights occurred throughout the contest. The loss for Berea gives them an 0-3 record in district play and sets up a matchup with Kentucky Country Day, one of the top teams in Class 1A. Berea now hasn't won a district game since 2014 when they defeated Lincamp. Tonight is the first round of the 11th Region Volleyball Tournament, and both Madison Central and Madison Southern will be in action. For Southern, they will be on the road at Dunbar, while Madison Central will host Frederick Douglass, who comes in ranked as one of the top 25 teams in the state. We will be at Madison Central live tonight for the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show from 6 to 7. Immediately following the show, we'll turn our attention over to the game that will be taking place on the court and show you clips throughout the show tonight as well. For WBON-TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. With that, we're going to take a short break. We will be right back with the COVID numbers from around the area and around the state right here on WBON Channel 9.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, We have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
You're watching Richmond's very own Channel 9, Richmond's first over-the-air television service. WBON airs 4 channels of great programming on the AMG, Buzzer, Heartland, and Retro TV networks. WBON-TV channels are available on all area cable systems too, including Spectrum. Advertising on WBON-TV is very affordable, and your message will be seen regionally by viewers from London to Lexington. Join our growing list of advertisers today. You'll be surprised how affordable TV advertising can be. Email today for information on our special introductory offer and start doing marketing and advertising that works. Email us at information@WBON-TV.com or message us on WBON-TV Facebook.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Have you been to Rockin' Robins yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robins on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. We're going to take a look at the current incidence rate around the state of Kentucky. When we left you on Friday, we had 6 yellow counties and 48 orange counties. Today we have 6 yellow counties, 52 orange counties. We are almost to the halfway point of having as many yellow or orange counties as we do red. There are 62 red counties. The other part of the state makes up 58, so very close to that 50% mark on that. Taking a look at the numbers from around the area, those 6 yellow counties, Meade, Fleming, Elliott, Morgan, Menifee, and McCreary County, all in the yellow today. And it looks like that's pretty much where we left you on Friday. McCreary County has gone yellow out of the orange in the last 48 hours or so. Taking a look around Madison County, so close to going orange. We are at 25 today, and a lot of counties around us have gone orange. Fayette County is orange, Clark orange, Garrett County is orange. The red counties around us, Jessamine County just barely at 26, Madison, I'm sorry, at 25, Rockcastle 29, down a lock, Jackson County at 62, and Estill County at 40. If you're not feeling well, White House Clinic can get you covered. Go ahead over there for vaccinations and for testing. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. on Live at 5. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.